team recap. We're going to go ahead and get everything downloaded and we'll get to the show.
It's the most wonderful time of the year. Hi, everyone. Scott Hanson here, and this is your weekly recap for Week 17. Plenty of action to get you caught up on. We start at MetLife Stadium. The Jets at home to take on the New England Patriots. And it's the tight end, Hunter Henry. One of his 2 touchdown catches in the game coming right here. From there, we go to Indianapolis. We'll check in on the Colts as they host the Jacksonville Jaguars. And how about a big play from the Colts defense? The ball's out, it's scooped up, and they're going to return it for the touchdown. A turnover in their own end of the field for a score for the D. The Colts are on the doorstep of history. They improved to 16-0 with another win. Lastly, let's go out to Santa Clara, the 49ers hosting the Chicago Bears. And for those wondering if CMC can still do it, you be the judge. And that's a wrap for this week. For all the hardworking men and women in the studio, Scott Hanson saying goodnight. We'll see you again next week, right here on EA Sports.
All right, so we'll start with the game of the week. All right, game of the week we had was Cowboys or did we have? Well, I don't think we had one. It said Cowboys Chargers, but I don't know that was the other week. So, um, yeah. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and go in line. We did interview all playoff teams, so matter of fact, we'll do that. Um, we did interview playoff teams that we didn't get a chance to get to. So we'll start with the Cowboys. They made the playoffs. They won the division. And I did interview Massive. He spoke about making the playoffs and if he's going to play his starters along with the game he played against the Commanders. He lost 41-38.
Well, thank you for having us there, Steve. Very honored to be a part of the playoffs, man. Part of the, top 12 in the league, making it happen, man. It's a lot of work to be done. And as far as resting the starters, we will not be resting our starters. We will be giving people touches and getting people hot, and getting people, high morale, and getting the team as best as we can prepared to go into the playoffs against our first opponent. So, we're going to take it week by week. People who need rest to get rest, and those who need to continue to march on and reach their goals and season goals. We're going to continue that going forward. And, make sure we're ready and to play that first wild card game or whatever game we might play. As far as our record, 9-6, I mean, yeah, it could be better, but, it could also be worse. And I'm a glass half full type of guy. So, we got to fine tune some things on the offense. We got to fine tune some things on the defense. And, make sure we go to the Super Bowl this year. Thank you for having us, man. And can't wait till we kick off these playoffs.
All right, so that was the Cowboys speaking out about making the playoffs. He also spoke after the loss that he took against the Commanders. So we'll hear what he had to say after the loss.
Yeah, man. Really, we don't care about what happened out there. What's sad about it is, see, this is an incident to show you how passionate I could care about the success of the game, success of the outcome, not just the success of the outcome, but the success of the gameplay, success of the actual video game. You know what I'm saying? So, Yeah, I take that shit serious. So the game, I could have lost the game, won the game. It makes no difference. I still go to the playoffs, but still, I'm mad how I lost. You know what I'm saying? If you look at the time of possession, they had the ball 7 minutes, but scored 42 points, 41 points, whatever, how many points they scored. It's just unrealistic, man. And then you got to take a time. I got to take this time to say, to put responsibility on the owners in the league who got losing records, bro. Like, we in this game, we in this league to play people. You know, y'all say in the college league, one of the things is you don't have that many sim games or computer games because we got more users. But yeah, in the Madden after Madden, the people losing the games just fall away. Oh, they so now they busy. Now they gotta do this. Now they know where to be found. You know what I'm saying? But I bet you if they was 12-4, they'll play their game, or they'll be found, or they'll be invested. You know what I'm saying? So I think as a whole in the league, we gotta show love, bro, to everybody. Whether your record 1-14 or 14-1, you should be scheduling your opponent. You should be finding your game, and it ain't no reason people should be playing computers because you and your feelings about how your season going. I mean, and it ain't just shout out to Commanders. It's a shout out to everybody who disappeared when they losing records, when the playoffs is gone. You know what I'm saying? And then I don't know if y'all still do this, but flipping the league early because the playoff games that matter are done. Like, I was worried about that. When the question of did the rescheduling of the game, me not playing it that night and playing in the morning, have anything to do with it a little because I had to rush and I wanted to get the game over with. You know what I'm saying? And then man, I ain't even talk about what transpired on the field, but people need to play their games. You know what I'm saying? People need to show up and play their games. You know, it don't matter if you 1-14 or 1-12, man. You got season goals you need to accomplish. You got games, people you need to schedule your game with. I'm just saying, show the same energy in week 1 and week 16, no matter what your record is. Thanks, Stephen A, for your time, bro.
Yeah, you have a very valid point. We haven't had one full season, well, one full week where everybody played. That's not good. I don't like that. And then towards the end, he's correct. It gets out of hand. Four teams, what, 4 games, four games, 4 games, 3 games, three. Way too many games right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games, 4 games, five, five. Just way too many games. People not playing. I agree. That's always something that I never understood. You know, a league that holds themselves accountable, or a league that represents sim not having. But see, it's only so much the owner. I mean, it's only so much the owners can do of the league. I mean, they can't put a gun to these guys' hands and make them play. But you would think that all these users that talk about wanting to be a part of sim leagues, you would think they would at least be able to play. Um, it's a great point, man. I agree with him. Next up, we had was Koopy. Koopy, Week 17 matchup. The Falcons, they did make the playoffs as well, so we'll get a chance to hear what he had to say.
Hey, Stephen A. Yeah, it feels good to get into the playoffs season 1. We got a pretty young team. Defensively, we're not good. We need to improve there. So being 11-5 currently, pretty happy with that. As for resting starters, we need to take a look at the playoff bracket, see what happens if we win, what happens if we lose, if I can keep anybody out that I want to keep out with a win or a loss. I'm probably not resting starters, but it's on the table, so we'll see.
Yeah, so I don't think it's too much that can change besides maybe seeding. Um, but we will have to wait and see what the Falcons do. So let's get to the next interview. We had the 49ers. He spoke about making the playoffs as well as winning the division.
Yeah, good night, Stephen A. I've been hearing a lot from you lately, man, so I must be doing something right. Yeah, I just found out the news actually that we just clinched the division, so that's a good thing. That's always the goal at the start of the year, so that's one goal checked off the box already. Yeah, the season wasn't a great season per se, but record wise, we lost a couple of close games here that we probably should have won. But our guys showed a lot of fight, and we have a lot of young guys, so it'll be a nice show to see what they have cooking for the playoffs. Yeah, I'm not sure yet who we're going to be matched up against in the first round, but all of these guys, all of these teams are quality teams right now. You're not you're not getting any cakewalks right now this time of year, so it's going to be interesting to see how the seeding shakes out. Yeah, it's a classic case of rest versus rust. Though I prefer to be on the rest side of things. So yeah, I prefer my guys to be go in the battle 100% healthy as much as possible at this time of the year. So I'm probably gonna rest my stars in the last game of the season, but they're gonna play. They're gonna play up to the last game. Yeah, thanks for your time, man. It's gonna be interesting to see how the playoff shakes out. And yeah, let's ball, man. Let's go get it.
49ers pretty much speaking out about their matchup. And I mean, yeah, there's a lot you can say about that third seed. So it's interesting to see if they're going to play their starters or rest them. Next up, we had was Z the Truth. He spoke about his team, if he's going to rest his starters for the Green Bay Packers. He plays the Cowboys, so that could be a potential big time matchup.
Hey, Stephen A. This Z the Truth, Green Bay Packers. Um, our season started off pretty good. We slacked on a couple games and fell behind, and I think I heard somebody else interview, and the objective was, take a step at a time. We have goals. Um, I heard the Bears. He said he's finishing strong. I heard Rio, number one spot in conference. These guys are competition. So, they ain't, they're my aim. So I got to keep those guys in mind. But, we did good. We made the playoffs, but that's not the end all be all. That's a stepping stone. But with everything being said, as far as the rest of my guys, I think I'm not going to say I'm going to rest them, but I think I will get some of my backups in. Some of the rookies, getting them a little more time. I probably will put some key position changes and just let them, stretch it out. Injury is a concern going into the playoffs, but like I say, the goal is still to win. I'm not going to put me in lose. I'm not going to try to lose the game, but with me securing a spot, it is a good time now to get some people that aren't developed, give them a chance to get a little shine on and get a little more development under themselves. But other than that, goal is to win. So you got to take it one game at a time, even before the playoffs. I don't know if these wins will help me move up a spot or two, but regardless, take it one game at a time and move from there.
Yeah, very interesting from the Packers. Yes, definitely a win, a loss. Seemed like it could definitely impact. Let's take a look at that. Yeah, so it definitely could impact seeding as far as fifth and sixth seed. So he win, Bears lose, and also winning the division. All that is still in play. Um, Next up, we had. I think that's all the interviews. Yep, so that pretty much completes all the interviews. Very interested to see what takes place this playoff. We will put a pot on the playoffs once we get there, and it looks like it's going to be um, maybe a few minor switches. I want to say everybody made the playoffs. Let's see the playoff implication. AFC 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so the AFC is already pretty much solidified. NFC 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So NFC is pretty much solidified. Now everybody's playing for division and um, home field. So we will see what happens at this last stretch. Um, See any key things to talk about. Season receiving leaders, Nico Collins, Wilson. I think that was a huge trade, Wilson, because at first I was saying, why would you trade A.J. Brown? Although I hate to see A.J. Brown in my division, but it seems like Wilson is definitely one of the guys that is going to replace Devontae Smith and A.J. Brown. Then you have Jamar Chase, 113, 1,600 yards, 12 TDs. Definitely something you like to see. Passing leaders right now: Lamar Jackson, Baker Mayfield, Drake May. Baker Mayfield having the highest pass percentage completions, pretty good. Lamar Jackson, Lamar Jackson having the most yards passing as of right now. Drake May having 48 TDs. He has the most of all the top three. Game of the week. I want to. Well, they didn't do the game of the week, but we see the video game have Bears and Lions for the game of the week. Uh, some of the top performers. Sacks pretty much the same. Myles Garrett moved up. T.J. Watts. Um, Jaden Blue is leading rushing yards as a rookie. I think that's very, very good. Interceptions leaders, see some changes right there. We'll take a look at everything after this week flip, see if any games was played this week. One game. Oh, wow. Raiders finally win. They won against the Chiefs 16-14. Big win right there for the Raiders. So, yeah, once we get some of these games played, we will do the interviews for Week 18 recap that goes along with our Super Bowl champion pot. So stay up to date with that. We will have that announcement soon.